Hey, Roski students. So this demo is going to be about how to make a silicone mold. For those of you in the mold making class, you should already have this kit, this silicone kit. It's pretty easy to use. You could, if for some reason you don't understand my instructions, you can follow the instructions on the back of the box. Just to be warned, this is not safe for your skin. Silicone is generally not good for your skin. They do make a skin-safe silicone, but this is not it. So, silicone is basically used when you want to cast things in resin or plastics. You could also cast plaster out of it. It's not a problem. So, to start off, it's a 50-50 mix, so it's really easy. You take, 50% of part A, 50% of part B, mix it together, and you'll get your full mix. So, all right, so you open up your kit. So part A, or part B, Mold Star 16, it's the blue. And part A, Mold Star is the yellow, right? So, so let's say I want to make a mold of this, right? So what we're going to make is a open face mold, or a one-piece mold, which is the easiest mold to make. Basically, you're going to make a box to contain your object. I already went ahead and pre-made this box. And generally, you want to have at least an inch of space around your object. You don't want the border of the cardboard or the box or whatever walls you're making touch your object. So I made this kind of nice and neat. The reason why 1 inch is the minimum is it's far enough for the silicone to make a steady wall, but not too big so you're not using too much silicone or wasting silicone basically. So first you're going to get, you can use either 2 buckets if you don't have the markings, and then pour both into one, or if you're good about it, you can measure how much milliliters you have in one bucket and then just add for the 50%. So it's meaning, let's say I pour 300 milliliters of part A, so then you just pour part B until it hits 600 milliliters, right? So, but I'm visual, so what I'll do is I'll pour 300 in here, 300 in the other one, and then mix the two together. So, all right. So this stuff is all, like I said, not very skin friendly. So you want to put some the latex gloves that I provided in your starter kits, and you also want to wear eye protection in case something decides to splash up into your face. This stuff is very viscous. And so there shouldn't be too much splashing, but it is kind of like mucousy, so you might, it tends to get everywhere. So first you're going to, we'll stir it. I'll open these up. And a little help with my knife. So you can see it's kind of like, it's very thick and runny, almost like slime. Part B is a blue mixture. All right. So also in your kit, you should have some chip brush and some tongue depressors. So you could use your tongue depressors to kind of stir up the bottle. You also want a kind of a fairly nice table with some paper underneath, so that way if you get any mixture on your table, it's easy to clean. what I'll do, put these in the bucket. And then, so before you mix your silicone, you're going to take the Murphy's oil, and what you're going to do is paint your object and the box to create a little barrier. That way, the silicone won't stick to your object. It'll be easy to release your object from the silicone, and it won't stick to the box. So just do a nice liberal kind of coat. You could also use mold release spray. That's totally acceptable, but you know, I know most of you are making these inside your house, so so this is more aerosol friendly. Alright, and get all those crevices. Alright, so now we have it all painted up. Get it positioned in your box. Now we can make our pour. So I'm going to pour about 300 milliliters of this. That's almost the whole bottle. Alright. Close that up. Pull 300 milliliters of part A. Remember, it's 50-50, same percentage for each part. Alright, so now you just take it, mix it together. Try to scrape as much out as you can. Alright. Now you can take your bigger mixing stick, your paint stirrer, and then go to town with that. And what you're looking for is sort of a light blue mix. You kind of want to make sure the mix is evenly, thoroughly mixed, because if you get some white areas that's not mixed, that won't set off. So you know, just make sure you scrape the sides, get the bottom. Make sure everything is thoroughly mixed together. And this particular silicone takes 30 minutes to dry. So after you pour it, you could also reuse this cup and just peel the silicone out. So don't throw away your cup if you want to pour more molds. Alright, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to start on one side and start slowly pouring it over my object. Also, little note, you want to make sure your edges on your box are sealed tightly. That way you don't have any leakage. I just use regular packing tape, blue clear packing tape. And I might not have enough. All right, you can pause it. I'm gonna make another. All right, silicone's all dry. Took about 30 minutes. The nice thing about the silicone is that you can, if you run out and you need to put more, it adheres to itself. So, so keep that in mind when you're making your mold. Now we're going to cut the mold open, demold. See, so that Murphy soap is acting as its barrier, so that way it's not sticking to the silicone. Now we have our open-faced mold. Peels out just like that. Voila. Okay, all done.